Pisces, welcome to your solstice, your winter solstice 2022 reading, going from the 21st of December through to the 21st of April. We're sat on the ley line here, and we're doing new readings coming up in the new year. And you're going to get a taster today with a second part video to the solstice reading, which is going to be reading the aura and your chakras, and also getting a message from the Earth's energies for you. So, you want to be sticking around for that. We'll be tying it into the reading of the tarots of what we're doing today. So without further ado, let's just connect to this energy line. There you go. Excellent. She's lovely. And therefore we can bring up the Astroflower, and here it comes, and there it is. Right, so this is the overall energy for the next sort of 3 months. These are the karmic messages or karmic paths. This is the first month, second month, third month, and this is the general overall outcome and leading energy on. So let's just jump straight in here and see what's going on. The overall energy for Pisces. You got your eye on the ball, you got your hawk eye out. You know, you're really sort of, that's got nothing to do with MASH. That was in MASH, wasn't it? This is where you're really examining situations, really having a good look at situations, basically. Yeah, the overall energy here is more your energy. It is Pisces energy. There's a fish in that, and it's got to do with money. So there's a little bit of bit of success on the money front, but at the same time, I think you may be looking really closely at your emotions in regards to probably on your relationship side, which is on this side, but it could also be on your financial sort of side. But the overall energy here is the expression of love or just happiness and joyfulness of being. And I think this is what it's trying to remind you here. It's giving you the counterweight to the of what I'm feeling might be coming from you at the moment, where you're looking at situations kind of going, what about that? What's going on there? And wanting to know the last little bits, the last little details of what's going on. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. So let's get the karmic message for you. Seems like there's some sort of, it's commitment. You seem to be committing yourself to relationships. This could be marriage, of course, but this also could be commitment to your family, your friends, or your community. There's a real sort of sense of commitment. Yeah, so King of Swords, that is totally it. Having a complete and utter vision, true vision of where you're going, built out of judgment and experience, basically. The judgment of the experiences that you've done, it's given you a clear vision of where you want to go in the future. And, I would stick to that. You've been on, an interesting journey over the last year. It's full of ups and downs, your journey over the last year. And now, for this sort of period here, that's that Hawkeye, I think. Yeah, that's what it is where your judgment on a situation, you got a real clear vision of what you want. So maybe that's the idea on the relationships, but also I see a ring involved in it, like commitment, like marriage, but not necessarily, I don't see the wedding dress or anything like that. So it's giving me the overall vision of a ring of commitment that you're going to make to yourself, according to your family, your friends, your community, but also your partner. There's no negativity tied into it, though, in particular. Let's see what's going on in the first month. So this is December the 21st going through to January the 21st. It seems to be a little bit of a heavy heart. It's nothing major, but it's a sort of kind of like, oh well, that's a shame sort of scenario. You know, maybe you were looking for a fair exchange, and you may not feel like you're getting it, of what you're putting out there. And I think this is also for you of having a good hard look at the situation. You know, you want to live for your dreams, really. That should be playing in with the whole lot. You know, striving for your dreams, and the fair exchange should be in there. It could be commitment as well, I guess. The Six of Pentacles. It is commitment to one thing or the other, basically. And I would allow your dreams or your desires, your inner desires, be the goal, or be the driving force behind it. Let's just see how the second month. This is January through to February. This is Aquarius season. So you're in. Okay, so you're in your autumn. Completely spaced that. Do apologise. Yeah, you're in your autumn period. So this is a case of looking back, seeing what worked, what didn't work, through the judgment of what you want, a fair exchange, and let your desires be your goal. And in this month here, more than any month, it is a case of arranging things, putting things into order within you according to what you want to live as regards to relationships. There is choices to be made, obviously. It's whether you continue on one path or another. I think it's going to make you realise that there's going to be almost a bit of a calling to who you should be. And in order to do that, you've got to take off the blindfold. You've got to be allowed to trust that energy that flows through you, of that sort of love and joy of life. Otherwise, you may find yourself sort of in a position where the choices may become a bit of a burden for you more than anything else, more than a joyous choice. But there is a commitment to something, as I said, in this sort of section here, and it could be a commitment to life. Let's just see what's going on the third month. Now, this is the third month. This is your season. This is your birthday season. Because all of a sudden it's giving me something completely different. And it seems to stem from before that. So it's sort of like a decision that happens. This could be that February anomaly that I was talking about in the collective. And then after that, you've got in this one here is that it seems to be a completely different path. It's as if like the decision has been made and you're off and you're running. You're going. You're going from the Two of Swords to the Ace of Swords, which is really nice. You're going to perfection. And all of a sudden you're going to get those ideas of, or the inspiration for your relationships around you, which is going to sit you in a beautiful position. I think you're going to be really happy with the outcome. There is definitely choices to be made over the next month and a half, 2 months. So going from the 21st of December through to the 21st of February, there's decisions that's going to be made. There's things going on in the world around us as well, which is going to change the outcome or change what you've got to get involved in, basically. As you make these choices and go forward, I think you're going to put yourself in a really beautiful position. Let's see what's going on the financial sort of front. This is the karmic mission here. You want more. I don't necessarily mean you want more money. I think you want more responsibility or more interaction or more exploration within your work. Yeah, you want more. You want more. You want to engage yourself in it. You want to use your intuition, use your intelligence, use your sentiment, your feelings, your emotions in your workplace. It's it's like you're fighting against being stifled. I think you've had good success, and I think you're going to have good success, but you don't want to be stifled in that, in your expression, by the looks of it. Let's just see what's going on the first month, the 21st of December through to the 21st of January. There's organisation going on here. So you are in your winter month. So basically, it's looking at things around you and deciding how you would like it to be in the future and what you need to do in order to get there. Yeah. Two of Cups. I think this is where you're gonna be looking to fall in love with what you do. You probably, in fact, I think you like what you do. Maybe it's just the way in which it's being done that needs to be readdressed a little bit, and brought into a harmonious state with everything else you do. But I think you do enjoy what you do, and I just don't think you want it to get stale there. So you're looking for it to be. You're looking to open up new avenues and open up the ways of feeling, that your expressions within your workplace are are catered for. Let's just see what's going on the second month. His talk of advancing, his talk of change, his talk of there seems to be a shifting of sands around you at that time, and that comes into that February anomaly as well, which has been playing havoc with everybody. But there seems to be some sort of shifting of it's coming in quickly. So as it comes into you at the moment, and I think comes in really, really quickly, I think you're going to be in a position where you're going to have to go with the flow. You're going to have to make decisions for you. It's not going to be boring in that month there. There's going to be a lot going on. And I think this ties in as well as with your desire to be able to express yourself in the workplace. It's coming in. There's a big victory here as well. I think you get good results, and you're going to want it to really, really take off and explode basically. Let's just see what's going on in the third month. There's a lot of recognition from the outside world here. Spread your love and your beautiful energies throughout whatever you do. I think is the key here. But there seems to be serious recognition. Ace of Wands. Look at that. You got two aces at the top there. This is that February anomaly that I'm talking about. But there's something happens here in February that makes an ultimate change or restart for everybody. And here you've got two aces. And you're going to find a passion that drives you back into your work. That is a really beautiful reading, actually, there, Pisces, with the Two of Cups, the Chariot, and the Ace of Wands. Queen, you've got an amazing reading, really. I think you can be your biggest worst enemy. So I would be very wary of that if I was you. Let's just see what the general outcome is. Community, sharing, loving, socializing. There's lots going on there. There's lots going on there. The moon. It's a whole new landscape that you've got to discover. It's a changing of from one cycle to another. And it's bringing to the surface a lot of things with these two aces here, with fire and air, you're going to get some sort of raging thing that's going to play with your emotions a bit. It's got to be said. It's going to play with your emotions a bit, but I think in a good way. I think it's going to help you to get a lot of emotions out of you. And I think it's going to be very beneficial, and I think you're going to enjoy it. A lot of movement. The biggest thing to look out for is that February thing. So I would be very attentive around that sort of phase there in February to sort of see what's going on, what direction you want to be taking, because there seems to be a lot of new things coming out for you with those two aces as they play through. So yeah, absolutely brilliant, really. Looks really nice for the next sort of 3 months. It certainly don't seem to be boring, that's for sure. Very, very active. You will get your blueprint readings, which will be coming out straight after this video here. It's the Solstice part 2 reading for you, where we're going to be doing a reading of chakras and your aura, and also getting a message from the earth energy as it flows through you. So I will see you then. In the meantime, thank you very much for your support for this channel. It's been absolutely blistering in the last year. It's been a great journey. Really enjoyed it, and it hasn't stopped, and it's just going to go even further in 2023. So thank you very much. And don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.